Good day, fellow Technoys, future architects and engineers. I am Rei Allen Aureo and a second-year architectural student of Cebu Institute of Technology University. And for this video, I'll be teaching you on how I make my floor plan in AutoCAD. But before I start, I have a disclaimer because I am not that good in making floor plans, especially in AutoCAD, because I took Design 3 during my midterm year, wherein I'm still not that familiarized in using AutoCAD. I mainly learned in using AutoCAD because of the videos I watch in YouTube and also from the tips that I get from my mentors. To those who don't know what is AutoCAD, AutoCAD is an application wherein it is commonly used by architects and engineers in making their concepts, just like floor plans and many more. So to save your time in watching my video, here is the shortcuts or the important parts in my video as seen in the screen. As seen here on the screen, you can pause the video so that you will see the specific part that you are looking for. So without further ado, let's start with my tutorial. So the first step that you should do is open your AutoCAD. Any versions of AutoCAD can do, but if you have lower specs of computer and laptop, you can use lower versions of AutoCAD and it will work 100%. So click your AutoCAD here. Let's just wait. Then the first step you should do is click this start drawing, or if you have recent drawings, then click it. Then this is what I will teach you guys. This is a 3-unit townhouse wherein, as you observe, the design on the first floor is the same to each other. So as you can see, here's the measurement here. So if you don't know the shortcuts of the hotkeys or the keys in AutoCAD, here is the shortcuts. So now let's start, guys. So to move around the drawing, you should click this, the middle button of your mouse here. As you can see, it will enable you to move. Then type REC, shortcut for rectangle. So REC, then enter, then left click. So as you can see, the length here is 6.17 meters. So type there 6.17, then type or press tab. It will enable you to have measurements also on the sides, or to customize the measurements on the side. So it is 13 meters there, so side 13 meters. So as you observe, my exterior walls are thick, or it is 0.2 meters thick, mainly because it will increase the building's cost but will assure that the building will be safe from fire and will last longer. So as I researched, the width of the firewall is 0.2 meters, so I decided to make the walls thick in order for it to last longer in a fire or during fire. So as you observe, the measurement is in the middle of the wall, therefore we will add 0.1 on the right side to have an accurate measurement. So if you're designing a 3-unit townhouse where your first floor is the same, no need for you to make or render each and every bit in your floor plan, because it will be time consuming, and in order for you to save a lot of time, the thing that you should do is make first 1 unit, then you can just copy paste. So I will show you that later. So let's first add 0.1 on the right side. So to make a line, just type L, then press enter, and go on the direction you want. So for me, in my case, it is 0.1, then enter. No need for you to type L again because it will be continuous. So type there 13 again, then connect the lines. So in order for you to save a lot of time in not manually making the walls, the thing that you should do is select your rectangle, then move the endpoint to the right where you extended. So move there, left click, then left click again. So to have walls on each side, the thing that you should do is select all, or move your mouse to the left or to the right, then type OF, short for offset, then go to the direction you want and type the measurement that you want, so 0.2. Then click the object where you will put the offset, click it, then go to the direction that you want. So in my case, it is in the inside. So that is on how I make my walls. So let's first make the outline of the building. So in my case, this is around 2 meters here. Yes. So it's around 2 meters. So 2 meters. You can just do this, because if you have unwanted lines, you can just select all, then type TR. That will trim your unwanted lines. TR is short for trim. The wall in the back. Then let's put offset. So offset OS and 0.2. There, that's our wall here. So if you don't know how to make or to add doors, here is my measurement of the doors, of my doors, where the minimum measurement as I search is 0.9 meters in the Philippines. If you're done making doors, you can just copy, Ctrl C, then paste here. So in order for you to save a lot of time in putting doors there. This, my interior walls is measured 0.1 meters. So I will just time lapse this in order for you to save time. So to move your doors, you will just select it, then press M like this, and it moves on a straight line. So in order for you to move it freely and not on a straight line, just press F8. That will enable you to move anywhere on the plan. So just put it on the middle like that. So that is the placement of my door. So let's continue. Then if you already have doors, then you can just select it, then Ctrl C, Ctrl paste. So in order for it to rotate like this, you can select all, then type RO. That will enable you to rotate the door. So there, you can use it like this. So observe, it is not the same. So select all, then type MI, short for mirror. Then select any points, any endpoints. So this is just try and error to get the direction you want. So in my case, it's going here. Then click, left click, erase the object, just click yes. Then move it again, press F8 first to move it freely. Then type M, it will enable you to move. So just put it like this. The zoom in, zoom out is when you scroll this upward and you scroll it downward. So if you want to zoom in, just scroll it upward. Then if you want to zoom out, scroll it downward. Then so we are done with our doors. So let's trim it. Trim the unwanted lines. No need for you to worry about these lines because you will color it or you will hatch it like this when it is all black. that will not matter. But if you want it clean, you can just trim it. But in my case, there's no need for me because it will just consume time. So that's my doors there. So as you observe, there are furnitures here in my plan. So there's no need for you to manually draw it, but if you want, you can manually draw it. In my case, I just did this. So type here if you want sink, for example sink. So just type here CAD block sink, then click this AutoCAD file. Then no need for you to worry because there is no virus. It is just like in downloading pictures online. Click this download CAD block. Then after you download it, open file, click this open file. Then here is the sinks online. No need for you to manually draw it. So for example, I will make an example. So Control C, then go to your plan. If you observe, it is big. So the first step that you should do is search for the minimum measurement of the sinks or the furnitures that you will put on AutoCAD. In my case, this is around 0.7 meters. So the first step that I should do is type L, then put here 0.7. So in order for this to be the same size as this line, you should first select this, the sink, then type AL, short for align, then click the endpoint of the sink. You should first click the endpoint on the left. So let's put it on the left side of the line also. Then go back here, then click the right endpoint, then click this or connect it on the right also of your line. So click left click. So if you're done in clicking it on the line or aligning it on the line, you should type or press enter. As you can see, scale objects based on alignments. In order for you to delete this and scale it, just click yes. Then there, that's your scaled sink. You can move it freely. Type click F8 or type or press F8. Then there, that is your scaled sink. So it's almost the same measurement as my sink. So that's how I use, or it is not quite a hassle, or it is the shortcut, or if you want to save a lot of time. So in my case, let's put the sink here. Okay, select it again. Move. There, so that's my sink. If you're not that satisfied, you can just move it anywhere you want. But in my case, I think this is okay now. The same procedure in toilets. So just search here in Google or in any browser that you want. Toilet CAD block. Then click this. You can change the design of the furniture if you don't like this. So there is a variation of designs of furnitures on the internet. You can search it if you're not satisfied. In my case, this is okay. So let's move it there. So as you can see, there is colors here on the plan. So the colors there are intended for the architect or the engineers or the clients to easily determine what are the rooms. So for example, The color green there is the CR or comfort room. The violet there are the rooms, while the blue there is the hallways or the pathway. So this is a hatch or short for H. Always remember, guys, to put your dimensions and labels at the last part. So if you ever encountered something like this where the text is not visible, all you need to do is click this, then right click on draw order, then send to back. Then if you have a picture, that will send it back to the picture. So therefore all you need to do is select it, then right click, then send to back, and there. So I think we're done with our first unit. So the only thing missing here is the dimensions and also the labels. So let's just finish this. Let's just finish it much further, or furnish it much further. Wait. Okay. If you ever encounter that problem, all you need to do is type rectangle, then rectangle a small area so that it will limit the hatch. There. I think it is almost the same. All we need to do is put the labels. And the area there. Put firewall here. Firewall. Then property line here. Property line. Fence. Before you put the dimensions, copy paste first the 3-unit townhouse. So this is how I do it. So first, copy paste this, select it all, then select it all again, the one you copied, then press M, then all you need to do is move this and put it here on the endpoint here. So as you can see, no need for you to manually draw everything. So it will save you a lot of time in making this one if you go with the method. So paste again, and all you need to do is select it again, then type M and move it there. So as you can see, all done. The first floor is done. So I think it is just basic for you guys. So I guess this ends our video, guys. I hope that you learned something in this video. And also, guys, you should always keep on dreaming. You should always keep on practicing, because I know that you'll be better than me. So before ending this video, I hope that you subscribe my channel in the link below. So I guess that's all, guys, and peace. See you on the next one.